Welcome to the Tough Decisions Network. This is your tip of the day. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest entrepreneur books. That's toughdecisions.net. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate, but find yourself so busy that you don't have time for it? Do you have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out? At HanfordCapital.com, we help investors with passive real estate investments that project better returns than traditional investment vehicles such as the stock market. If you'd like to find out more about our passive real estate investments, visit HanfordCapital.com. That's HANDFORD capital.com. We will jump on a call with you to discuss your investment goals and to see if our investments are a good fit for you. This advertisement is not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell a security. Visit HanfordCapital.com. Today's daily tip is brought to you by Taylor Loht, the host of the 7-Figure Sales podcast, which can be found on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit 7figuresalespodcast.com for more information. On today's episode, we are going to be covering being a copycat. So Taylor, walk us through this concept of being a copycat.
Sure. So Tony Robbins says success leaves clues, and that's absolutely true. I like to take it, in my mind, a little bit further, and I like to give myself license to be a copycat. And that's not, saying copyright infringement or anything like that. But say when I meet an awesome entrepreneur like yourself, Dan, I'm going to pick your brain. I'm going to ask you any question I can think of. I'm going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to write it all down. And you know what? I'm going to try every one of the great ideas that I get, and I'm going to copy them like crazy. And you're going to remember this. We've talked about hiring virtual assistants. You're awesome at that. You're great at hiring people. And I asked you step 1 through 1,000 of how to be really good at hiring virtual assistants. And you know what? I've gotten a lot better about that. And I'll say I straight up copied you there. But in sales, you can do that in sales as well. If you get a chance to go, and especially when you're new on sales, if you get a chance to go, say, on sales calls with someone who's more experienced in your company and you're just new, copy everything they do. Write it all down. Try it out. If you have an abundance mentality, kind of going a little bit back to your mental state in sales from yesterday, if you have an abundance mentality, the number of prospects out there, then every meeting is just an opportunity for you to learn more. Certainly you want to close everything you possibly can, but especially initially, that's a great opportunity for you to learn what to do, ruthlessly copy from people who are more experienced than you and know more than you do. And it's only going to, lift the boats. And that applies, honestly, across entrepreneurship. In real estate, I don't care. There are 1,000,001 examples of people who have built giant businesses, and many of them are just willing to talk to you and tell you exactly what they did. 100% tell you exactly what they did. So go and ask them. Call them up, ask them exactly what they did. They'll tell you and try it out. And, be honest about copying. Don't commit copyright infringement or anything like that. But in terms of the process, follow it step by step, because it's tried and true. You don't need to over innovate all of these things, whether you're talking about building a team, building systems, or going out and how to handle a sales call. All that information is out there. Learn the steps and just copy them.
Thank you for listening to the Tough Decisions Network. Visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email. That's toughdecisions.net. Taylor Loht has compiled a short 7-page report called The Sales Growth Mandates, which is the top 3 most common themes based on the interviews from his own 7-Figure Sales podcast, where he has interviewed entrepreneurs and sales trainers in the real estate to tech industry and everywhere in between, with business valuations ranging from $3 million to $500 million. Download this free report now at 7figuresalespodcast.com/TD podcast.